This is Rahat ASMR, and welcome back to my channel if you're a old viewer, and welcome to my channel if you're a new viewer. I highly suspect that there's anyone new watching my videos, but anyways, so as you can see from the title and the background, I'm in a different place than my usual background. That's because I am in my hometown for just one day. I didn't plan on staying tonight, but I thought, why not? Let's just stay. I can go to my university tomorrow. It's in a different city, so I have to go back early in the morning. Next thing in the morning I gotta do is go back to my capital city, which is Dhaka, and then take my classes. I mean, attend the classes. I'm not a teacher, so I'm not taking classes. I'm attending classes. Anyways, pardon me for my weak English. So, coming back here for just one day made me think about something that is quite weird, I would say. The thing is the fear of moving away from your hometown. Now, in my case, what I have experienced is that when the idea of leaving my hometown initially came to my mind, that yes, one day I have to move out to a different city, I had a sense of excitement because I always felt like people are watching me. So when you're in a town with people that almost everyone knows each other, it's hard to do things that you want to do. You cannot hang out with certain people. It's just, there's always like a person who's like a surveillance camera, and they're just gonna tell your parents that, oh, I saw your son with that person, I saw your son doing that. So there's always that fear that maybe like I cannot do anything in my hometown. So when the thought first came to my mind that yes, I'm moving out, it felt like exciting, I guess, that finally I can do whatever the heck I want to do. And the thing is, in the beginning it felt fun, but when I moved to a different city and my family also moved with me, the thing is that outside my house, not many people knew me, especially in a metro city. It's liberating. You don't have to worry about the people, your relatives, talking about you in the background, or just doing surveillance on you all the freaking time. So it was liberating, but there's always a but. And as I say this, there's some loud vehicle going in the background, because why not ruin this guy's ASMR video for no reason, even though he stayed up at 1 a.m. to record this video. But anyways, so there's a but. And the but is that there's no familiarity when you're moving to a new town or new city. So when you're in your, say, hometown, every people you know are kind of supportive in a sense that you do not feel like an outcast. At least that's the feeling that you never feel. You never feel like a minority, or you do not feel that, I don't know how to explain it, but people in town are usually more welcoming. Yes, they're nosy, but at the same time they're more welcoming than the people in cities. I think the people in cities are so busy with themselves that I'm the same when I moved to the city. So busy with themselves that they do not have time to care about the feelings and emotions of other people. They only care about their job, their work, and they're so hyper focused on that thing that they do not care about hurting people either physically by being careless in public transport or just verbally, like calling you names, cussing you out, saying whatever the heck that comes to their mind when they're mad at you. For some reason, sometimes they're not even mad at you, they're mad at something else, but they couldn't say it back to their bosses. So they just take it out on a random guy on the street. So this is the feeling that I felt first when I moved to a new city. I felt like an outcast. The people are not very welcoming. I know I'm talking bad about my own people, but still, I feel like people in cities lack soul, me included. I'm kind of an introverted guy, so my family members always told me that I'm not that kind of a, I don't know how to explain the word. I'm running out of words today. I'm not a very friendly person in the sense that I do not socialize with people. I do not interact with people as much. So I always got that, but still when I moved to a new city, it felt different, especially in a mega city like Dhaka. People are ruthless. And this is the thing that I never thought I had to face. I thought I would have so much freedom. I could do whatever the heck I wanted. I could meet people, any type of people that I wanted. I could do anything without worrying about someone would see me. Someone would tell my parents. I know it might sound weird, but the opinion of our parents means a lot in countries like these. And as you live with your parents for like until you get married, and even some people live with their wives and their parents in the same house. So it's kind of weird when you're living in the same house with your parents and they hear from someone else that you did something that they do not support. So that thing bothered me a lot, and I thought it would go away in cities, but it took the form in a different way. I don't know if I am wording my things correctly, like if I am able to articulate what I'm trying to say, but your fears never go away. I think they just change their shapes. So in the beginning, I used to worry about what people, especially my relatives, are gonna say about me, and what if my dad finds out about so many different types of things. But when I moved to a new city, I felt inferior. How do you say this word? It's so hard. Inferior. You know, I felt less than the people in the cities because they all seem so chaotic yet organized in their own way. Like, it felt like everyone knew what they wanted to do, and everyone had their goals set in their mind, and they were hyper focused on their goals. I, on the other hand, felt like I was not organized. I was all over the place, and I felt like people were judging me, especially the people in my university. I always felt like there are eyes on me, and they're probably thinking, look at this town guy trying to act like a city guy and stuff like that. Even though I never tried to act like a city guy, but I always assumed that that's what they're gonna think of me. But fortunately, I met some good people, like Fahim. Fahim, if you're watching this, thank you. So, he's not gonna watch this, but he's not into ASMR videos. Anyways, I met some good people, but I also met some really, I wouldn't say, I'm gonna say really selfish people. Like, again, it comes back to the part of being soulless. I don't know what's it about city lives, but it takes the humanity some way. I hate these background noises, but oh well, I guess you guys are gonna have to deal with it. So, coming back to hometown made me realize that maybe it wasn't that bad after all. Yes, you probably didn't have your freedom, but at the same time, you never felt like you're an outsider. Like this feeling of not belonging to a group of people is so horrendous. It's like you feel detached. You get into a spiral of overthinking emotions, and you just feel like that maybe you're not enough. And I think most people do not get this feeling when they're in their hometown. It's my assumption. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I may be absolutely wrong, but who cares? I'm making ASMR videos. I'm just some random guy from Bangladesh who is trying to talk about random topics that comes to his head to make videos. So yeah, at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter that much, or doesn't matter at all. Unless I got a big audience, then it would matter. But for the time being, it does not matter that much. But at the same time, even though I'm talking so much bad stuff about city people, the thing is, if you want some kind of growth in your life, in your career, and you want that financial freedom, you have to go out, you have to venture outwards, and you have to look for opportunities. And usually when you're in a mega city, in the capital city of your country, there are lots of opportunities that you can grasp onto and build your career and just reach your goals, I suppose. But then again, you gotta sell your soul. I feel like that. Like I have not yet been in a corporate life, but from what I hear, it's lifeless, it's boring, and it's full of politics, business politics, and I hate politics. Like any sort of politics just makes me feel some kind of way. But at the same time, I think we all have to do some kind of politics in our life, and even if it's to a small extent, it's unavoidable. But intentionally backbiting people and always being on the lookout for vultures in your workplace, that just makes me feel paranoid. But then again, I feel like you have to step on some people if you want to be successful, because I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like, even if you're doing competition with some people, you have to like outshine them, and that is considered stepping on someone in my head. So yeah, you have to be selfish, you have to be ruthless, you have to be soulless, and to some extent you have to be remorseless. Like, you do not have to, you cannot worry about the consequences of your action if your goal is set to achieving some kind of apex in whatever the heck you're doing. Damn, this rambling is like going to a different direction. I didn't plan on starting this video this way. I was just trying to differentiate between the positives and negatives of living in a city or living in a town. But here I am talking about soul, character, and stuff like that. Anyways, I think I have lost track of what I wanted to say, but to conclude, I would say that if you're a guy from a small town and you decision of leaving your town, because it may not be that bad living in the place you're currently living in right now. Does it make sense? I guess it does. So yeah, be grateful for the life that you have. I do not take the advice myself. I do not follow this advice myself. But again, I feel like these videos are some kind of self-notes that I'm making to myself. Like, I'm not just sharing my thoughts with you guys, I'm also giving direction to myself, because sometimes I feel like my subconscious mind doesn't want to listen to my sane part of the brain, so I have to tell myself how to be a decent human being sometimes. Like, Rod, come on man, you have been making videos for like more than a month and you still cannot look at this camera. Come on. Another bad video where you do not make eye contact and people are not gonna watch your video and they're not gonna like your video, and then they're gonna be like, oh, this guy is such a garbage ASMR YouTuber. Anyways, I don't know where this video is going, but I hope you guys find it relaxing in some way, or enlightening if you're like deeply trying to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not deep, but it can affect your thought process if you think deeply about the surface level things that I have shared. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this video here. Take care, stay safe, and I hope that I'll be reaching 100 subscribers pretty soon. So let me know what you wanna see for a 100 subscribers special.